Oh my god, this is crazy!
Middle of nowhere gaming.com. Everybody go to that website. Say we sent you.
Yeah, get that traffic
I bet they're really good at Minecraft. They're probably the antithesis of us.
This is the Middle of Nowhere Gaming Podcast.
Welcome into episode 65 of the Middle of Nowhere Gaming Podcast. That's right. This week, I got the number correct. I didn't mess up, Miles. Today, I am joined by Lou, the Nintendo Ninja.
I return!
He returns!
I should have let you finish that.
That's okay. It's only been, what, a month since we've heard from you?
Yeah. Probably. Since, I don't know, was it when I left for Thanksgiving? Was that it? I disappeared from the podcast?
I don't know. Something like that. I don't remember. I mean, I could pull up our thingamacoo, but also
we'll do that later.
By Miles, the Destiny demigod.
Soylent Green is people!
What the fuck? Okay.
I'm just going to start tossing in a random quote every time.
So the last time Lou was on the podcast was on December 2nd. And that was episode 62. And so he missed 2 episodes because we had an episode the next week and then we took the week off because of finals and then we came back last week. So you've only missed 2 episodes, but almost a full month in days. So yeah,
nice.
Good.
We've made some interesting stories for you in your time that you've been gone.
Yeah, you've died a few times, did some stuff, disappeared.
We realized that
I've been listening, so I gotta go check that out.
Yeah, we realized that you've actually become quite the epic, kind of super person.
Yeah, you live a pretty crazy life, pretty awesome life.
You went into a black hole and you came back. So. What?
In the last year, you've done a lot of crazy shit, basically. With all the times you missed the podcast for those crazy things.
Aliens.
Right.
Cancer.
So it just dropped on my end. So I didn't actually hear what you said for the last minute. Just about a minute. So that's going to be a surprise when I come back and listen to it.
Yeah, it will be. So it'll be good times. All right, so...
you want to know what I've been doing?
What?
I have, and this explains my absence completely. Mm-hmm. I've been playing and understanding the Kingdom Hearts series.
Now, that kind of makes sense.
This is batshit crazy. Have you followed everything, Courtney?
I know everything that happens in the first 3 games chronologically, not numerical or whatever. So I'm up to 2 now, and I'm starting 2, but I understand everything that happened previous to that.
Yeah, I'm starting 2 as well. I'm maybe 10 hours in, but this goes really in crazy directions, and I understand why people get bucked from the story, especially if you weren't one of the people who went out and bought a Game Boy Advance and a PSP to, play small Kingdom Hearts games.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that they have these HD collections, because otherwise I would know nothing.
Exactly, yeah. It gives you a chance to play through them in order and follow the story. And it's not for the people who don't care about story or don't pay attention, because if you're not really paying close attention to what's going on, by the middle of the game, you're going to be fucking lost at what the hell happened.
It blows my mind to know that Chain of Memories was a Game Boy Advance game.
I know.
And, the amount of crazy story in that and, major plot points. Mm-hmm. I realized that if someone went Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, they'd have no clue.
Yep. I'm totally that way, too, because, I played Chain of Memories for the first time last year and was like, what the fuck? I had no idea any of that stuff existed in the universe. Just no idea. Because I missed out on it because I didn't play it on the Advance or whatever.
Right. It's really good. It's all still really good.
Yeah. So, as a plug for Patreon, Patreon.com/middleofnowheregaming, where you can go and support us. We are going to finally record our episode of Blow the Cartridge this week, hopefully on Friday night, and we will be cordially inviting you, or cordially, is it cordially or quarterly?
Cordially. I think it's cordially.
Cordially inviting a few lucky fans to join us. But it's a requirement that you have Friday night open, you have good internet, you have a headset, you can record in a quiet room, and have alcohol to drink. What?
I'm curious, why are we calling it Blow the Cartridge and not like Drink the Potion or something?
I don't know, it was Lou's idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like the name. We can do a Drink the Potion too.
We can
later on.
That could be the subtitle.
Blow the cartridge, drink the potion.
That sounds so wrong if you really think about it.
Yep, it does. Oh my god, it got worse.
Okay, so we're gonna be recording that Friday most likely. So if you wanna be on, let us know. But again, you have to have those requirements because we're not just gonna take on somebody with crap sound, and who, yeah. Anyways,
right.
Moving on.
And if you're not added on, we're only probably taking one or two people.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we love you. We want to space out our fans, and we want to space out eligible people, because we've gotten some people in MONG, some people who are fans of MONG, and some people who've worked with MONG before and moved onwards to other things. Everyone wants to be part of this.
Yeah, so
everyone.
We will definitely try to get everyone on as episodes go on, but
Steve Gaynor.
This first episode, I agree. I was actually thinking about that earlier today. But this first episode, we can't have more than one or two people on besides us. Like, we're probably thinking max 5 or 6 people. So that's what we're going to stick with. But anyways, anything worth mentioning? I wanted to bring up really quick that I played the Halo 5 beta yesterday. Mm-hmm. And first of all, I understand that it's a beta and that they have server issues and stuff and they're testing everything. It took me 30 minutes to get a fucking match. That was ridiculous. Oh god, it would search, it would find all the players, and it would sit there for about 4 or 5 minutes, and then it would go error, disconnected from server. And it just kept doing that over and over until finally, right as I was giving up, it got me into one match, and my team got destroyed. We just got annihilated. And I was having trouble figuring out the controls because they switched in some stuff. Like, they made this boost thing where you could boost in all different directions by hitting B. It feels like you're a tank. It feels like you're really, really heavy. Like, I don't remember the old Halo games feeling like that. I mean, yeah, you feel like a badass, but I felt literally heavy running and jumping. It was weird. So
maybe that's just how you feel after Titanfall. Oh, you never played Titanfall.
Yeah, I haven't played Titanfall yet. But maybe after Destiny. It may be a thing post-Destiny, post-Call of Duty feeling or something. I don't know. But I did play a Halo 2 match on Master Chief Collection the other week, and I felt fine in that game. In fact, I did really good. I went 32 and 14. So, but I don't know. It was really weird. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I'm going to give it some more time. Hopefully play some tonight, play some next few days before the beta's all out in a few weeks. But it was interesting to finally be able to see what they've been working on.
Yeah.
And then other thing worth mentioning, what's going on with you, Miles?
It's my birthday tomorrow.
Oh, really?
I'm all excited.
Ooh.
How old are you going to be?
What are you doing?
23.
I'm going to have lunch with my mother, and then I'm going to come home, and I guess there's going to be a New Year's Eve party, I guess, so.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're that mom person again.
Yeah. I love her
Ooh.
very much.
Whoa.
Ooh. Taking things a little too quick there.
Well,
Okay, calm down.
Anyway.
Technically, he has been seeing her for a few months the last time we knew about their date.
A few
true.
months? You mean like my whole life? Yes.
No,
As far as we know.
the first time you said anything about a mom date was a few months ago. So, yeah, we could only assume it's been a few months.
Okay. Just before anyone thinks this got really creepy really fast, which it did, this is my mom, by the way, not like someone named Mom.
This is what happens.
Oh, it's all cleared up now.
Yeah, I was like, this is what happens when you leave the podcast, Miles. We make up stories about you too. And when you went to see your mom one day instead of the podcast, we were like, we don't know who this mom person is. If anybody knows, let us know.
Thanks for making it creepier than need be.
Yeah.
So, speaking of New Year's Eve, what do you plan on doing, Courtney?
Me, I am planning on getting absolutely plastered. Probably going to stream. Erica gets off work at 5 or 6 tomorrow night, I think. And we will probably right then and there whip out the drinks, put out my streaming table that we sit down at, and start up a few games and stream until we can't stream no more.
Nice.
So that's hopefully what we're gonna do. But if anybody wants to tune into that, let me get my Twitch account. I don't remember what it is. It is. Yeah, it's twitch.tv/Osborne2009, OSBORN 2009. That is where we will be streaming tomorrow night, if we do stream, which I assume we are. What about you, Lou?
I don't think it's going to be anything gaming related. Maybe I'll play Kingdom Hearts, possibly. That's always up in the air. But I have a nice bottle of scotch I'm going to break into. I'm going to New Brunswick over at Rutgers University. I don't know if I'm hitting a bar or just drinking at home. And besides that, I'm going to Atlantic City the day after.
Oh, cool.
That was my Christmas present from Audrey. It's also our anniversary, so.
What is for those of us not on the East Coast or New York area, what the fuck is Atlantic City?
It's that place that they base Boardwalk Empire on if you watch HBO.
I don't, but I watch HBO, but not Boardwalk Empire.
Steve Buscemi is actually there full time. What it is it's a just major casino place. It's the New Jersey Las Vegas.
I was going to say it's the Las Vegas of the East.
Yeah, I would say that, maybe.
Cool. Is that the city that is in every TV show where they say, we're going to Atlantic City, like the East Coast people?
Yeah, that is the Atlantic City that they are talking about.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. I didn't know if that was a fake, if it was a fictional Las Vegas that was just in TV shows or something, or I don't know. Whatever. Cool. And no, being a geography minor and a history major means nothing to have to do with that. I shouldn't know that just because I am those. I know you fall back on that. All right, let's move into the news from nowhere. Yeah?
Sure.
All right. How many do we have on the list?
Wait, I thought we got a new intro for this.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
I know we talked about making a jingle, but...
Oh, I thought it was a thing now.
Oh. What was it? The
news from nowhere!
Oh, well, if you want to do that every time, you're more than welcome to.
Hey,
I know we said that we wanted a fan to make one of those for us, but we haven't
did we?
done it. Yeah.
Oh, we did. Okay,
yeah, we asked if a fan would make one for us.
So it's still open-ended.
Where is it?
Yeah. So if anybody wants to make us a news from nowhere intro segue thing where it uses the Legend of Korra recap voice, then you're more than welcome to send it to contact.mong@gmail.com. And if it's really good, we will absolutely use it in every episode right there when we transition to the news from nowhere. Yeah. Okay. So how many do we have on the list?
13. Literally a baker's dozen.
I was going to say actually a baker's dozen. All right. Number 1. The long-anticipated Halo 5 Guardians multiplayer beta officially began yesterday for players who have purchased Halo the Master Chief Collection. The beta will be held until January 18th, during which new content will regularly be released and added into the mix for players to experience as the beta progresses. This new content will include an additional 5 maps and the all-new Breakout mode for players to experience for the first time. Breakout is the new game type in Halo 5 where players will only have 1 life per round and are tasked with eliminating the entire other team before they are eliminated themselves, which sounds a lot like that mode in The Last of Us Remastered, which is awesome. And Halo 5 Guardians is expected to be released exclusively on Xbox One in 2015. Like I said earlier, I played the beta. Not sure what I think about it. I need more time with it. It feels like Halo. It looks like Halo. Sounds like Halo. There's a lot of little new subtle, changes, upgrades, things that like little sound effects, little things on the screen that I'm like, oh man, Halo's gonna get really, really fucking cool eventually. Eventually. Well, I mean, it's not the full retail edition yet. Like, who knows what they're actually going to do? Who knows how far back this beta is?
True.
But yeah.
I still need to get sold on Halo. I need to play more Master Chief Collection because
you need to play more with
so
us,
far
with friends.
Yeah, maybe. I was hoping the story would be better because everyone's major complaint about Destiny was that it didn't have a story as good as Halo.
Nope.
Like, which is normally, I figured, a very minimal story to begin with.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's everyone seems to think the Halo story is like the best, such a good thing, and it really wasn't that great. Like, people look at it with fucking what is it? Nostalgic fucking goggles. It's not that great. It's good, It's an action movie. It's fun, but it's not great.
Yeah.
But it's not even fun like an action movie like Indiana Jones, Uncharted.
Yeah. But again, everyone I know grew up playing Halo with friends, playing the campaign modes and playing multiplayer. And so, like, I think if you were playing with, say, me and Josh or me and some of the members on our team, like Tyler, I think you would really enjoy it because when we play multiplayer games together, it's just a fucking blast of an evening or a night or an afternoon. Just fucking kicking teams' asses or getting our asses kicked and all of us complaining about how they're cheating, modding, stuff like that. It's really fun. You should definitely go and download the Halo 5 beta and we could all play together.
Yeah, I'll think about it. I have a lot of stuff to do. I think we all planned on doing Freedom Wars.
Oh, yeah. But
Definitely.
Still Miles has to have a Vita first.
I'll probably get one tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right, ready to move on?
Yeah.
Number 2.
Yes.
This one, number 2. After years in legal limbo. Why is in quotation marks?
Because in the story it said
anyway
of, and it was you can't be of limbo. You can only be in limbo.
All right. After years in legal limbo, a patent infringement case against the Nintendo company will not progress any further. Are they really called the Nintendo company?
Yep, that's their official name.
Wow. You learn something new every day.
It's like the
A Seattle federal court ruling came from a case that was brought before the court by Ultimate Pointer LLC against the Nintendo company, which was decided in Nintendo's favor. Ultimate Pointer LLC claimed that 2 patents owned by them were infringed upon by Nintendo's Wii system, specifically the controllers. In 2010, Ultimate Pointer's patent for its easily deployable interactive direct pointing system and presentation control system and calibration method were approved, even though the application was submitted in 2005 prior to the launch of the Wii, which is how patent works. I've actually taken classes in that now, thank God. It's actually really interesting. The judge for this matter, Judge Robert S. Lasnik, found the claims made by Ultimate Pointer to be invalid and determined that no trial was needed for the case. Good job, Richard Medway, who is the general counsel of Nintendo.
So I take back the Nintendo company thing. I may not be correct. It's Nintendo Co. Is that company then?
I think that might be
corporate.
Limited,
or is it corporate? It's Nintendo Co. period, comma, Ltd. period. So how would that officially be said?
I think Co. is corporate or corporation.
Yeah, maybe corporation.
I'm going to look it up.
I'm trying to, and I can't find anywhere. It just says Co. Limited or Ltd. or whatever everywhere. But anyways, just a minor little thing while I'm on this. Nintendo used to be called Nintendo Copi. That's weird. Fun fact. So, any comments about this? Because I really don't have anything to say. I don't really care.
I'm very interested in it on a legal perspective. I'd like to look through the patents and just figure out what they said was what. But it's nice because I think that there's a lot of patent trolls out there. Patent trolls are people who create patents and sit on them just for the purpose of eventually collecting on someone who makes something in that vein.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure if Ultimate Pointer LLC has actually done something with their patents. They might. But there's a good chance that they're just patenting stuff so they can collect on other people's success.
Yeah.
That's really dirty.
I mean, I know there's been a lot of these cases where companies suing other companies because of technology stuff for like different controllers and different parts of consoles and stuff like that. This is just one more of those. I don't know. It's annoying. Espionage. Video game espionage. Moving on.
Right. Moving on. Also, another Nintendo story. Number 3. Here it is. Shigeru Miyamoto, creator of Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Pikmin, and other franchises, has advised gamers that if you are unable to obtain an Amiibo figure no longer available in stores, there's still hope. Kinda.
What?
Yeah. Miyamoto said that the following in an interview with the Associated Press. He says, we'll continue to make some future games that will have functionality with the Amiibo characters as an additional present for people who bought them. Beyond that, we're looking at how we can use the Amiibo functionality in the future, including cards and whatnot. With this, there are no official announcements of timelines and these cards. What he may be speaking of are just... instead of the figures themselves, I'm guessing that they'd put the NFC chip in maybe thicker cards with, I'm guessing, pictures of Little Mac, pictures of the Wii Fit U trainer.
Yeah.
That's not nearly as exciting.
I assume that's what it meant. That's what he means also. And we had a brief conversation about this in our MONG group chat where we were talking about, is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? And I think we all came to an agreement that while it would be a great idea to have the cards for people who want them, it would be a mistake to completely get rid of the figures. Like if they're going to just discontinue Marth and discontinue some of those others and just only make the cards, that would be a mistake. They should continue making them, but also make the cards available. Because like me personally, I would much rather have a card than have a figure. I don't need the figure. I don't have space for it.
Would you really?
But I could get the cards. I would love to have the cards, and I would love to put them, I could keep them over on my game shelf or something, but I don't have space for little figures. I just don't have any reason for them either. There's no collectible person in me. I don't know. I would love the cards, but I wouldn't want them to get rid of figures.
I'm just saying this. Now, I'm an old man, and I don't pay attention to this Nintendo thing that the kids are into. But why don't they just have both and have the cards be like what? The figures are what, $12 each, right?
Yeah.
Why don't they just have the cards for like $6? And
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Discount the cards.
Maybe.
Because if you're going to discontinue the figures and you're going to only produce cards, then you're making the figures worth more anyways. So why not put the cards out there in more abundance or something? Make them a little bit cheaper. Make them $7 or $8 or something like that. Make the Amiibo figures $12.99 like they already are, but just produce them at lower quantities. So like people like me who want Marth really bad can still get Marth at a cheaper price with the card because the figure is currently sold out but won't be restocked for a few months or something like that.
Also,
right, and it.
Go on.
Oh, well, me.
Somebody.
And if they wanted to actually not have store space for it, they have their own online store, which they could be selling, or they could be doing it through Amazon.
Yep.
Which they don't need actual store space for.
Exactly.
Why are they discontinuing some of these figures? Like I said, I have not been following this at all.
Because they hate money.
Yeah, I don't know why. The story came out that Amiibo figures are selling 1-for-1 with every copy of Super Smash Bros. on Wii U. Why would you discontinue them then? It doesn't. Who cares if one of them didn't sell as much as the others? At least produce them. You don't need to stop them completely.
I'm gonna be honest. I've been to Targets and GameStops and Best Buys. I'm hard pressed to even find one Amiibo. I know that there's an artificial shortage to some extent, but these things are really going like hotcakes.
Oh yeah, they are. Our Best Buy in Lawrence, when I went and got an Amiibo for my niece for Christmas with Super Smash Bros., there was 2 Pikachus, 2 Marios, and 2 Donkey Kongs and 1 Link. And then every other spot where all the rest of the Amiibo were supposed to be, just gone, just completely empty.
Oh, wow.
It was just ridiculous.
I normally go into a store and it's all of one kind.
Really?
It's like all Peaches or all Links.
I saw the picture where it's like all Luigi. It's just the wall of Luigi.
That's crazy that nobody wants Link.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they just overstocked Link.
Oh, that could be it. Yeah.
Because they're like, everybody loves this guy.
Yeah, we'll produce 2 million Link, and we'll produce 100 Marth, and then we'll discontinue Marth because nobody bought it. We only sold 100. We only produced 100. Sorry, I have conversations.
Yeah, so there's a ton of money making potential here for Nintendo.
Yes.
I cannot believe they're not jumping on it. Like, I get the whole point of making the buzz with the artificial shortage, and it's working. It's working really well. Now, just give us what we want.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking for. And if you do the cards, while it's going to be tempting, you could probably make a ton of money by doing, like, packs or something. Mm-hmm. You know, anonymous cards. Mm-hmm. Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be
because I will buy them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Okay, so Lou, I don't think your reason is enough to stop them because they're just like, oh, so you'll give us more money? Okay, but I think that'd be really silly because it's like this isn't something you're making a deck of, and once you have one, it seems like you don't really need another unless you're kind of obsessive and you want to have like a level 50 Pikachu and a level 30 Pikachu.
Yeah, it would be different if like the amiibo came with more specific stuff. Like say one amiibo came with certain moves and another one did. Like so you could get two different Pikachus. They would be completely different move set or outfit or something. Like I know you can customize it. I know you can customize your own amiibo, but or different facts. Maybe every amiibo card has facts about that character. And every card comes with different ones. And so there are rarer cards out there that you could try to get or something like that, you know? Like they could create this shortage in other ways or want to buy in other ways.
Yeah, like if they did
How many figures are there right now?
Aren't there 13 out or are there 26 now?
No, there's a lot out. Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah, second wave
eventually
came in.
how many characters are there in Smash Bros? Taking all of those.
40 something? Aren't there?
Right, so they're going to have 4. And I'm not convinced that they're not going to make second wave Mario amiibos, like one for Mario Party when that comes out eventually with a Mario hat.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say too. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out with other amiibo figures of the same kind of characters, just in different costumes and stuff, or different poses.
Exactly.
So that would be really cool to get a different Mario and a different Link and different Fox and stuff like that.
Because I'm a sucker. I'm going to tell Nintendo that. Nintendo, if you're listening, I'm a sucker. If you came out with one of those Marios with the American outfit from Smash, I would buy that in a second. So yes, I'm the idiot who buys your things, and I will keep buying amiibos. Just work it out in a nice way, because I like tchotchkes.
I mean, the only amiibo I could see myself buying are the One Piece ones.
There are 18 amiibo right now available.
Okay.
And there are going to be another 11 available in February. On
there you go.
Wave 3. I want Toon Link. Oh, man. Toon Link.
I'm looking up what a Shulk amiibo goes for.
See, I want Marth really bad. Everywhere I see it is like $50 now. I'm like, no. What? No. I wanted it for $13.
Shulk amiibo's going for like 30, 40. God.
Yeah. Moving on?
Yeah.
That's you, Lou.
Lou is so stuck on those amiibos.
I know. No, I'm really upset about this. Anyway,
moving
on.
Now you guys know why he's
up.
the Nintendo Ninja.
All right.
Go on.
Just months after the release of Bayonetta 2, producer Akiko Kuroda, is that right, Kuroda? Yeah. Mentioned that the team has already moved on to the next project. This news was reaffirmed on Japanese gaming site 4Gamer by the game's director, Yusuke Hashimoto. Although the new project is said to be very early in development, Akiko Kuroda, why did we say the whole name, did mention that it is very possible something Bayonetta related will be developed in 2015. And we should stay tuned. I think there is no way that that's going to be a game.
You don't think so?
No, I think they're talking about a calendar or something. I don't know. But like, I think that Bayonetta related, I think it'd be too early to make anything Bayonetta.
You don't think it maybe DLC?
Maybe DLC.
Could be DLC, or she could be getting added to Smash Bros.
Ooh.
No. I think that might be impossible.
Nope.
Why is
not
that?
going to happen? What?
Because they'd have to surrender their... What are they rated? E? Teen?
Yeah, I just realized that. Never mind.
That's true.
I don't think she fit very well in that children-friendly environment.
They'd have to change it. And it's possible. I mean, they put Snake in there.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
With her climax attacks and her hair bodysuit.
Oh god, I forgot about all those Bayonetta jokes we made. Whenever the description came out. Oh, good. Okay, so moving on. Number 5. Kingdom Hearts fans are getting a few surprises soon as Kingdom Hearts 3 director Tai Yasu? I don't know. Told the Japanese site 4Gamer that 2015 will involve quite a few reveals for the highly anticipated title. He states that Unreal Engine 4 will be the development platform, which we already knew. Using this engine, the team is creating a vivid look, and the development of Kingdom Hearts 3 is pushing forward. Square Enix is focusing on creating elements like new attractions and Keyblade transformations. Basically, they're bringing Frozen into Kingdom Hearts. That's going to be the big surprise. And everyone's going to be like,
you know what I think is crazy?
We would have been excited 2 years ago for that. What? Sorry, what?
I think it's crazy looking at the timeline of Kingdom Hearts games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, people, I think, don't remember how short it was between Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yep.
That was like a 3-year development gap.
What is this?
They were all... I'm going to look it up now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys keep talking. What do you hope the news is?
Oh, God.
I hope the news is that this is a reboot so that people who haven't played all the other ones and won't play all the other ones can get in on it and be like, oh, this actually makes sense. I know it won't be, though.
Nah, it's not going to be a reboot. 3 is going to be continuation. Right. And Sora's going to be older for the older generation since we all started playing when we were younger.
Okay, this is how it works. Kingdom Hearts, 2002. Chain of Memories, 2004. Kingdom Hearts 2, 2005. Kingdom Hearts 3, probably 2017.
God.
Yeah.
That's a big gap.
And then there's 358 divided by 2 days in 2009, Birth by Sleep 2010, Coded in 2011, Dreamed Out
I think
Distance.
Coded came out in 2008.
There was 2 of them.
Right.
Chain of Memories also came out at a different time. It came out on 2007 on PS2, but it came out in 2004 on Game Boy Advance. Dream Drop Distance in 2012, and those are all like games that came in between, in and around during the same time as 1 and 2. It's like this has been going on for the last decade, and we're still just figuring out other stuff that's happening in the universe.
Can we all just agree with the thing I say every time Kingdom Hearts is mentioned? That Square Enix needs to fire whoever makes their subtitles for them.
Oh yeah, the subtitle thing, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
365 days over 2. What?
Yep.
Birth by Sleep, not that bad.
Yeah, that's
Chain of
fine.
Memories. Chain of Memories is fine because that's relevant. Yeah. Everything else, get rid of it.
Dream Drop Distance.
Dream Drop Distance is like, what? What does that even mean?
Mm-hmm.
My dreams don't drop.
That's the problem, though, Miles.
Yep.
The problem for them or the problem for me?
You need
problem
dropping
for
dreams. Dropping
no
dreams. No dreams. You have no goals in life.
Instead of dropping the base, you're dropping
Is no New Year's resolutions. More on that in a later QTE.
I like what you did there, Lou.
I'm devoid of resolutions.
Foreshadowing. Okay, moving on to number 6.
Moving on, yeah. Just taking my thunder.
Well, your energy is just at such a high level, you know.
Number 6. Shortly after the big announcement of Street Fighter V, Capcom has already teased a new announcement to be made in January.
Tell me more.
The humanity. Anyway, producer Kazunori Shigeru. Sugiura.
This episode is the try to pronounce Japanese names episode.
Anyway, producer Kazunori Sugiura mentioned via Japanese gaming site 4Gamer, they're all the news this week, that 2016 is going to be a big year for Capcom. They have many titles planned, and one of them will be announced next month. It was also mentioned by the Dragon's Dogma and Resident Evil producer Hiroyuki Kobayashi, got that one,
Hey.
that in 2015 we can look forward to the announcement of the return of a major series. So there you go.
What
Capcom.
series could that be?
Please do Mega Man. Please.
No.
Oh
I don't
God!
think
If
they
that's
will.
the big series, that would be crazy. But I don't think it will be either. I think
Everyone wants him.
I think it's going to be DMC. But,
That'd be interesting.
I think
But,
they're
Is that
gonna-
a major
yeah.
return?
well,
so.
I mean they're putting out the collection on PS4 and Xbox One and 2012's DMC Devil May Cry, or no, it's 2013 I think.
Let's
Yes,
see.
it's been like a year.
Yeah, but it was at the beginning of the year. Nobody played it. Nah, whatever.
Oh, hold on. I'm looking up what their lists of games are. Let's see what their big return could be. Why does this have to be so
It
difficult?
could be a reboot to Resident Evil.
Franchise? Oh, I don't want that. So their big franchises are Ace Attorney. Would you think Breath of Fire is kind of big?
Yeah, it was huge. Many people say that's their favorite game from the 90s when they were big gamers back then.
I'm going to say Darkstalkers because I really want to see that come back, even though that's probably not big enough.
Yeah.
Dead Rising, Devil May Cry, Dino Crisis,
Oh, God, that would be awesome.
Final Fight, Ghosts and Goblins, Lost Planet.
Please no.
Please no on Lost Planet.
No, please no Ghosts and Goblins.
Okay, yeah, I kind of agree, but that would be really interesting to see in like 3D and stuff. Mega Man, Monster Hunter, Okami, Onimusha.
Ooh.
Yeah, but those
Finally.
aren't big franchises.
I feel like Okami's pretty big, and Onimusha had quite a few games. Power Stone, that's probably too small. Resident Evil, of course. I really want to see another Rival School, so I'm going to toss that in there.
I heard that was really big.
Yeah, I really enjoy that game. Then Street Fighter, which doesn't need a reboot.
Nope.
Strider, I guess, but
Nope.
the Versus series, and Beautiful Joe.
Yeah, it sounds like
Ooh, Beautiful Joe.
I would guess that it's going to be
It's classic.
Breath of Fire, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, Mega Man. Like those are like my tops that I think, because other ones they are currently making games like Ace Attorney. Those are still coming out.
True.
Sengoku Basara still coming out. Street Fighter still coming out.
Valid.
Like, those are games. Monster Hunter still coming out. Unless they were going to do something like PS4, Xbox One Monster Hunter.
I hope to God they do, because I really want to play that on PS4.
Okay. So what do you guys think? Okay, if we were looking at Vegas odds, what would be number one?
Vegas odds. Number one, I don't know.
Lou?
I want to say Mega Man just because I love disappointing myself.
That sounds really defeatist. That doesn't sound like a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing. But like when I think of major return, I know that they've divorced themselves from the Mega Man franchise, and they really don't feel like producing anymore. But they know that there's a market out there for it, and there's an insane market for it. Like people love Mega Man more than almost any other Capcom franchise.
Yep.
Short maybe Monster Hunter, or I would say Resident Evil's big, but like people are getting jaded on it lately.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Final Fight.
Really?
Yeah, that's like out
That'd be
of all their really big name series, that's the only one that I can think of that like has a good chance of coming back, because it's pretty big for them especially, and it's the only one that hasn't really seen anything recently. Like I said, I would really like to see Darkstalkers and Rival Schools come back, but Darkstalkers is probably kind of cult following at this point, and Rival Schools is probably also kind of cult following. So
yeah. I would say number one odds. I mean, I don't even know. I can't really count Devil May Cry since there was a recent game. You would think that wouldn't be a return of a franchise. So I wouldn't say that. And I wouldn't say Resident Evil either, because it had a game recently too. And you would think that they would just continue, make the seventh one or whatever. Yeah. I would probably put number one odds on Breath of Fire. I would probably put that, and then Darkstalkers. Those would probably be my 1 and 2 if I was betting. And then maybe Mega Man.
Yeah.
They're going to make a follow-up to Minish Cap, Legend of Zelda.
What?
Capcom made Legend of Zelda Minish Cap.
They did?
Yeah.
Huh. I never knew that.
There's your little bit of trivia.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, another reason, just going off, I think that maybe the whole hatred towards Mega Man may be a reason why they want to go ahead with Mega Man.
Yeah.
Is because they might want to take some of the wind out of Inafune's sails with Mighty Number 9. Because I think the only thing that would kill that is an actual Mega Man game.
Yeah.
Say
hypothetically they're going to make another Mega Man. Are they going to make it OG Mega Man, like the classic Mega Man style, or would they try to Super Mario Galaxy it? Like change the way it works and make a brand new Mega Man. Do you think they would reboot the franchise like that, or would they go OG?
Don't know.
They might reboot. I would think that it's more along the lines of not like OG, like NES, maybe OG-ish, as in like Mega Man X, which was the Super Nintendo one. But there's also the chance that they do Mega Man Legends-ish, which was a really beloved game on the PlayStation. Yeah. Which was 3D.
Yep. And they did just do a Mega Man sale, didn't they? And so they made, or was that just Nintendo? No, that was a Capcom sale, I think. So they made that. That may be like trying to create excitement or something. Who knows?
Right.
Who knows? Moving on. Number 7, Dark Souls 2 director Yui Tanimura revealed that virtual reality is being considered for future Dark Souls titles.
No.
In an interview with IGN, he commented on how he believes that VR would be a great fit for the Unforgiving franchise. He said the following: "This isn't something that we are looking into detail yet, or at least right now, but I agree that the world of Dark Souls 2 is something that has a very visceral element to it. It's mostly sort of on the realistic side, so I think that experience with a headset is something that would go well with Dark Souls as content."
I don't know why, but I just like imagined somebody's like wearing the headset, the Morpheus, and they're playing, and then like they get stabbed through in the game. They just like take off the headset and they've been stabbed through in real life.
Oh, it's God.
Like, you die in the game, you die in real life.
Sword Art Online.
Did that movie ever come out?
What movie?
Wasn't that a... yeah, there's a movie about that.
Was it called Stay Alive, I think?
Are you talking about the...
Oh, there was that horror movie one.
Yeah.
But there's also the one with the like people who were in jail. And they were put into a virtual reality gladiator pit.
Oh no,
I know what you're talking about too.
I'm talking about Stay Alive because it was like you play in an online game and you die in the same way that you die in the game, pretty much.
Malcolm in the Middle was in there. It was pretty good.
Oh wow, it actually came out. Got a 5 out of 10.
That's okay.
It was interesting to watch. I'll give it that.
I think I've seen both the movies you guys are talking about. So
neither of them are blockbusters.
No. They weren't even theaters. So like there was straight to DVD.
No, it's not Shooter. No, that one video game one came to theater, or the one where
I
it's
just
like
didn't watch it in theaters.
Clive Owens, I think, was in it.
Maybe it was in theaters in bigger cities, not where I was. Because I know I never saw it in theaters. I never saw it come out. Moving on.
Story number 8. For those who want an Xbox One, the promotional price of $350 is about to disappear. All 350 Xbox One bundles, including the Assassin's Creed Unity bundle, as well as the one with the Kinect, will return to $400 on January 3rd, according to Microsoft. The blog post also listed several retailers who are continuing special promotions until January 3rd. So those wanting to get more for their money can shop at Amazon, Best Buy, GameStop, Target, Toys R Us, Newegg, and Meijer. Is that how you say that one?
I think it's just Meijer, yeah.
It doesn't exist out here.
No, it's a Florida store.
Okay, so it does exist out here, just far down.
Yeah, southeast. You just got geographied.
This is weird.
I agree.
I feel icky about this.
They're making a bad decision.
We knew it was coming. You can't say we didn't know it. Everybody
I
knew
didn't know it
was
was coming. No, I didn't know it was coming.
Dude,
I thought
talked
that they
about
were.
this.
I
we
thought
said
that
it would be
they.
Stupid. Go on.
I thought that they were just going to be there and they were going to say, oh, do you know what? We love that 350 price drop and we love the gamer so much, we're going to make it a permanent change just because we care about you so much. Like, I thought this was the most basic ploy that everyone could see through, a price drop that turned into a real drop, and it was more PR, but
See,
no.
This is why you don't work for Microsoft, because they don't work based off of what normal people would do.
They took the exact opposite idea.
Yep.
You think they would have enjoyed the sales, though? It's like, yeah, you got 50 less on each sale, but at least you're, selling your console. But,
exactly.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Everybody I have talked to, everybody in every Facebook group, every podcast I've listened to, and including us, we've said several times, Microsoft should keep it at $350. They should. That would be the smart move. But they will not, and everybody knew it. Everybody knew they were going to be stupid, and they were going to raise the price again. Now, it makes perfect sense because there are other costs that we don't know about. There are all these behind-the-scenes things, all this stuff. They're losing some money with this whole price cut thing. But they're thinking, that we created demand for Xbox One by dropping the price and putting it out there, and now more people have it. More people are going to see it. Now more people are going to want it, and we're going to raise the price now, and we're going to get an extra $50 out of everybody.
I would laugh so hard if, come March, they're just like, we're dropping the price again. We made a bad move.
I would not doubt it. I would not. It's going to take a few months, and it's going to drop again.
I say March. I give March as the month because it's going to be January 3rd. MPD is going to show it's dropped. They're going to think, oh, well, that's just because it's after the holidays and it dropped. Then February is going to come. It's going to drop again. And they're going to go, okay, we need to fix this.
Yeah, I could see something. Now, maybe they have bigger plans. Maybe their plans are anytime they have some sort of a holiday drop, maybe they want to do a Easter drop, maybe they want to do a 4th of July drop. They want to just keep doing it like every few months for a few weeks or something. Like, who knows? I have no idea, but I don't know. I think it's stupid. They're making a mistake.
I went back on my decision by Xbox One, so it doesn't even matter.
Okay. Moving on. Number 9.
No. After a nearly 3-hour stream on Christmas Day, it was confirmed, though no one was speculating, because probably no one even saw this coming, that Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain will feature an in-game wearable chicken hat. But, like many of the more loved ridiculous equipment options available to Metal Gear fans, cardboard boxes, gentlemen's magazines, etc., as some examples, the chicken hat will have a very practical use, apparently, according to Kojima. If the player is having a difficult time with a certain mission, the game will suggest that Snake equips the hat, slowing enemy reaction times to his discovery, glowing in the dark just for Snake, and making the game all around a bit easier. The only apparent catch, that it looks really silly.
So you take a hit to your pride by wearing it, but the game gets easier.
I don't know. I don't know if you all have seen my Facebook pictures, but I've made a thing of wearing silly hats from time to time. So
yeah.
Yeah, there's a picture of me on there triumphantly standing there with a unicorn bike helmet on that's too small for my head.
So this would be perfect for you.
Yeah, I think it would be silly. It'd be funny just to play through the game with it on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would have no issue with that.
I think this is awesome. There are so many ways you can add content to games. You can add little silly things like this, but this actually is a practical thing. You could make the game easier, but you're gonna look really funny for doing it. Sounds like a Kojima thing to do. It's perfect. I love it. I really do love it. I don't know if I'm gonna play Metal Gear Solid 5, since I haven't played any of the other ones other than parts of the first one when I was a kid. But, this is, I don't know. I really like this. This is really cool.
Also, this is now this doesn't sound like it's pre-order or you have to pay extra for it, which is good.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like a tangent, but I don't know about you guys, but I paid the extra for the Dragon Age Special Edition thing.
I did too.
Yeah, and I actually got really pissed off when I realized what I got for the extra money I spent.
Yep, me too. It was useless.
Because you get a special set of armor that only your character can wear, so it's kind of like, so the moment I find something better, this is completely worthless.
And it becomes worthless quick, too.
Yeah, it does. And you get a special weapon, which only your character can use. So again, anyone can use it, but still, it's not all that great. So it's like, okay, give me like an hour or two, and I'm going to find something better.
And it doesn't have any gem slots, if I remember correctly.
No, it doesn't, so it's not that good. On top of that, it gives you like, a few extra mounts, but if you think about it, the mounts in the game, they all move at the same speed, so it's literally only cosmetic. And even though, they move a little bit faster and you can like kind of glitch up mountains with them, at the same time, you can't search while you're on them. So it's like, well, if I get on the mount, I'm literally just going from point to point because I can't do anything else.
Yep, and also, you can't even use all of them at the beginning because you have to level up your writing skill.
Yeah, and what is it called? The throne thing that they give you? I don't know. Some people might have thought that it looked awesome, but I thought it looked really bad, actually, compared to what you already had.
I used it until I got more, and then I realized that it wasn't nearly as good as the other ones you get in the game.
Yeah.
And you do get blacksmith stuff to make more armor later as you level up that will be better for you as you're getting higher levels.
Yeah.
But you're still going to come across better recipes for better armor or just better armor in dungeons and stuff. And so like I would use that dragon armor for a good maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and I would find better stuff. And I'd be like, God damn it. Like really? This didn't help me at all.
And pretty much what Dragon Age Inquisition taught me is I need to be a lot more critical about what special editions I'm willing to buy. Like it has to have some kind of physical content, or it needs to like have like extra missions or something.
And I didn't even get
how much was the
soundtrack either. I didn't download that yet.
Yeah, I don't even know where my soundtrack went, but I don't want it because it's not something I would have on my iPod playing in my car. So
were you asking how much the upgrade was?
Yeah,
it was $70 instead of $60. So it wasn't like it was bad, but...
I don't know. For me, it was like, I feel bad about it, because it's like, someone else bought that for me. I'm like, I wish I wouldn't have wasted that extra $10 of yours.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, moving on.
Yeah. Number 10 out of 13 for anyone who's keeping track. Microsoft has announced that there will be 3 editions of Halo 5 Guardians. And Halo 5 Guardians will have a standard edition, a limited edition, and a collector's edition. That everyone get excited.
Woo! I'm not going to buy... I'm going to buy the standard edition, that's it.
I don't even know if I'm getting Halo 5.
So anyway, all of the editions will include the game, but the limited and collector's editions will include extra physical and digital content, and the contents are as follows. The standard edition will have the game, an exclusive poster, and will retail for $59.99, so normal price. I have no idea what's on the poster, so just go look it up. Google's your friend. The limited edition includes everything that the standard edition has, and new digital content to enhance Spartan combat and exclusive items in a steel book. And that one will go for $99.99. That is... Actually, I should have mentioned what I said on the last story on this one, because this is a lot more pertinent. Yeah. That doesn't sound like it's worth it either. Whereas the collector's edition includes everything from the other two, but also has a commemorative numbered statue designed by 343 Studios that will retail for $249.99. And Microsoft has stated that there are... Yeah, that's a lot of money. Stated that more information regarding the statue will be released at a later date. And people can pre-order all of the editions from the Microsoft Store. And right now, only players in North America can pre-order these editions. But Microsoft did state that the full details regarding pre-order availability and the rest of the world will be released at a later date.
We also don't know what the statue looks like. They didn't release any pictures with this news.
Really? That's stupid.
Yep. They're like, we're not going to tell you what it looks like, but you can pre-order it.
So yeah, everything I said about Dragon Age Inquisition applies to everything I just read.
This sounds like Microsoft, like through and through. I remember growing up, I was an Xbox 360 guy in middle school and high school. And every collector's edition for Halo, for Gears of War, for all of their major franchises, $250. They're all really expensive, all had a statue, and I was like, I cannot afford that. That is, like, as much as your console cost, you know? Like, no, there's no way. I was always so pissed. Because there were some cool-ass fucking Halo collector's edition statues and stuff, but I could never get that.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
Moving on?
Yeah, sounds good.
Moving on.
Story 11. So, Boyd Multerer.
Now we can't pronounce American names.
So, but anyway, he's the director of development for Xbox and a founding member of Xbox Live, and he has announced via Twitter that he is leaving Microsoft to, and I quote, do something new. The tweet said, "Goodbye, Microsoft. It was a good run. Xbox was great. Time to do something new." According to Boyd's LinkedIn page, he joined Microsoft in 1997 as a developer, and in 2000 is what I was going to say. In 2000, he was hired to lead the development team for Xbox Live, and was also the first person to use the online service, which launched on time. He's a good dude for keeping schedule. In November 2002. 2002. In 2004, Multerer left Xbox Live to become a project manager for XNA in order to meet the predicted pent-up demand of independent game developers and build the first open marketplace on a console. Most recently, Boyd left the development of all software on the Xbox 360 and Xbox One consoles. He was also involved in an advanced media project, which is still largely secret.
So if you didn't get that, it didn't actually mention what it was called, but it was the Xbox Live Marketplace or the Xbox Live Arcade. That's what that was that he was a part of. They had predicted that was going to blow up, and they were right. Yeah. The fucking arcade was huge when it launched. Like, I remember going through that thing every day trying to find new games and downloading little, like, 99-point games, 200-point games, stuff like that.
Right.
Demos.
Awesome stuff. So that's sad to see a member, a guy who's been on the team for almost 20 years leave. It reminds... What?
He's an OG. He's the original Godzilla.
Yep. He reminds me of... when PlayStation had a big guy leave last year.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking what's his name? Now I forget it. We had an episode all about him leaving.
Did we?
Yeah, we totally did.
Oh.
Are you guys not... Neither of you guys remember the name either? God, I feel stupid now.
Nope.
Give me a second.
I don't feel stupid. I just don't remember.
Everyone who's listening is like, "You idiot! It's this!" I'm like, I'm sorry.
Blair Herter.
Jack Tretton.
Oh yeah.
Jack
that
Tretton.
was sad.
He left. That was a big one too because he'd been there for like 20 years. Sucks when guys. Yeah, I love Jack Tretton. He's cool. Anyways, anything to say?
Good luck, Boyd.
Yeah.
Okay, on the Xbox One news, or more on Xbox One, the exclusive game for Xbox One called Psycho Pass, which is based off a popular new anime, might be coming west.
That anime is really gory.
I have seen the anime, and it is fucking crazy. It was really, really, really good. I was surprised by how good it was, because it was recommended to me, and often when a show is recommended to me, I don't like them. So that was one of those I was just like, oh, wow. This is cool. Anyways, an English version of the website was created with the subtitle for the game, Mandatory Happiness. The new site includes an overview of the game and pictures and info about the characters. Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness is being promoted as a big exclusive for the Xbox One in Japan.
I feel like we should go through those two names and just have everyone pronounce them.
Nadeshiko Kugatachi and Takuma Tsurugi and Alpha.
Okay, I said two characters because Alpha's easy.
Yeah.
Really fun.
So anyways, I was thinking about this because I think when this was written in the comment, the My Opinion section below, it mentioned something about how, it would be smart for them to bring it west because... Yeah, they're promoting it as a big exclusive on Xbox One in Japan, but even then, there are not a lot of Xbox Ones in Japan, and even if it does bump up the sales a little bit, that's still not going to be a very big number. Whereas in North America and Europe, anime is exploding in popularity. JRPGs and all that kind of stuff, anything Japanese related is becoming extremely popular. And if they bring it west, their sales will at least double. The very least double, because our sales more times than not exponentially are higher than they are in Japan. So like this would be an extremely smart move on both the developer and Microsoft's part.
Sure. But really big on smart moves.
No.
What-
No, they're not.
Also, I just want to say that this is I think that I like that I'm seeing a lot more localization as of lately.
Me too. Yep.
Like,
it's becoming
for-
faster too.
Yeah, it's really good. Like for that Versus Plus game last week, the One Piece game that's coming over. I'm
Yep.
happy because there's a lot of anime that I would have really liked to have played the games for that I never could because they didn't come over here. But yeah,
The one I'm most happy about is the fact that they're speeding up the localization on Tales games. You know, that's been my
Yeah.
favorite for many years, and in the last year we've had like 3 or 4 Tales games come out. 4 games. In the last year and a half we had 4 Tales games come out, and this coming year in January, they're coming out with a new Tales game, Tales of Zestiria, and it's going to be released in North America and Europe the same year as it's in Japan. That's never been done. It's always been at least 2 years after. And so, like, I am so stoked that next year I'm going to get to play a brand new one. Moving on. Last story.
Last story. A bundle once offered through GameStop, including the popular GameCube controller adapter, along with the GameCube controller and a copy of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, is now back in stock. The bundle containing Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, the GameCube, everything I just said, will cost $110, about $10 more than its price back in November.
Now, I think this bundle is not the same bundle. It's all of those items, but not in the same package. I think it's like all of those items sold separately but together or something like that. I think that's the way I read it. I think that's the way it was. So it's not going to be the same bundle, but it's still the same items. All the same items bundled together for $10 more.
I understand the demand for this thing, the adapter, because I was actually watching a tournament on a stream, and like the tournament got halted for like a good 40 minutes because the only person with an adapter had to go somewhere. So, yeah, it's kind of like, it's good that they're going to be selling them again, but at the same time, it's like, I would be angry about this honestly, because I assume I would be one of the people who already had Smash Bros. I wouldn't want to pay $110 just so I could get the adapter and the controller when like I just want the adapter or just want the controller.
Sure. Well, I
something.
think you could buy it individually.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this is just the bundle. Everyone wanted the bundle, and it sold out immediately. And so now the bundle is going to be available again, but just not the same bundle, but the same items.
Okay. I had heard they'd stop making the adapter, but if that's not
No, God, no, they would not stop making it.
okay.
That would
Not
put
for a while, at least.
that would put Nintendo in Microsoft shoes. You see what yeah.
Review wrap up time.
Yep, that's good for me. Review wrap up. All right.
Okay. So our first review comes to us from Riley. He was reviewing Loadout, and he gave it a 6.3 out of 10, which I really agree with. Yeah, I played it, and like I was really excited for it, and playing it kind of ruined everything for me. And this is, keep in mind, this is the PS4 version, right?
Yes.
I think you played, yeah. And
Yep.
that one came out last week, and it was originally a PC game. But anyway, Loadout is not a broken game. And this is his words, not mine. But it is a boring game that uses the free-to-play model in an annoying way. It held my attention for a few hours, but after this, I will not be returning to it. Even so, the game is free, meaning anyone with a PS4 or PC can easily decide if they like it or not. Which is true. It is very free, and that is good because I would have been angry as all sin if I actually paid for it. Like,
It's never a good thing when it starts out, Loadout is not a broken game.
Yeah, I don't know, like, the controls were just awful, in my opinion. Like, it was really floaty, my character felt like he was always on ice, sometimes it was, like, kind of hard to get him moving and stuff, and it's like, okay, this is not making for a good game, especially when, like, the aiming was bad, too. Like, even when you were aiming down the sights, the reticle was huge. I'm like, I actually don't like that.
Yeah. I've heard mixed things about the game. I've heard that if you just treat it as a free game, that it could be really fun. That, like, you know, if you have a few friends or whatever. But nobody is saying that it's a great game. Nobody's saying that it's, you know, anything special or anything everybody has to have. So that's I don't know. Depends on how you look at it, I guess. I still haven't played it, so.
If they tighten it up, that's all they have to do. If they tighten it up, I could see it getting like a 7 point, high 7 maybe, but
Yeah.
at this point it's a 6.3 and below in my opinion.
Now, even if the game was really tight, was better gameplay or whatever, if it was like pushing its purchasable stuff all over the place, if it was like everywhere, that would definitely drop it for me. Like that would just, I can't handle that kind of stuff. Like if you're going to be a free game, be a free game, but don't show that I need to buy stuff everywhere. Don't keep popping up everywhere. Don't make me go through different menus, and I don't know. That's annoying. So our other review, since it is the slow period, is Far Cry 4. Yes, it's a little bit late, but it's out now. We have our review. It was reviewed by Matt Middleton, and he gave it a 9.4 out of 10. And I agree with that one. I absolutely agree with that score. He said, Far Cry 4 is one hell of a game. That starts out completely different from how Loadout's review started. He continues as, its mission variety and satisfying gameplay make it a definite Game of the Year contender, which it is on our list. While its villain could be better utilized, it still does a great job of tying a bow on the end of its savior of Kyrat story. The massive world is filled to the brim with collectibles and diversions to keep even the most dedicated players busy for quite some time. It builds on the gameplay of its predecessor, which seemingly needed no improvement, in smart and useful ways. I don't know what else to say about it except for this. I recommend you and your friends buy it and get to liberating those outposts. Ubisoft has solidified Far Cry as one of the top franchises, and that is good news for gamers everywhere. Too much of a good thing is always a good thing. I couldn't agree more. I mean, Far Cry 4 was everything that Far Cry 3 was, and then some. Like, Far Cry 3 was so good, I didn't think that there was anything they could do to make it better. And Far Cry 4 had things, little bitty parts that just made it better. Like the little buzzer helicopter, where you could fly over mountains and stuff and quickly get over rivers and lakes and ponds and stuff like that, where you didn't have to follow roads everywhere and go around turns and stuff. They added all kinds of cool new collectible stuff, and it was really, really good. Really good.
Cool.
All right, we have 2 listener questions this week. We had a few more, but we used them in our QuickTime event episodes that will be going up throughout the week. So look for those other ones on there. Do you want to read the first one, Lou?
Sure. This one's from Evan. He asks, what's the most random game you think Telltale would make a game for? I think that they could pull off a Crazy Taxi game. I'm not serious, by the way. No way is Crazy Taxi possible. So, what do you guys think?
Telltale.
So, honestly, the first thing I thought of was SpongeBob, but if it's strictly a game, then Monster Hunter. I don't know. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
I mean, Minecraft was pretty fucking random.
You're right.
You don't get much more random than Minecraft game from Telltale.
Mortal Kombat. Oh my god, they should do a Mortal Kombat game.
A story for Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat's story actually has a story.
I know, but I mean,
they should just focus on it, yeah.
An adventure game for Mortal Kombat, where there's not a whole lot of fighting, other than a few action scenes.
I would enjoy that.
I had an idea, and then you said that. Dropped it. Ooh, here we go. Angry Birds.
Angry Birds by Telltale.
That would, oh my god, I would hate that.
People would buy it.
Yeah,
People would buy it.
Crash Bandicoot.
No, that'd be great.
The Return of Crash in Telltale form. Oh man.
Now this isn't stuff that we want to see. This is like what we think they're possible.
Crash Bandicoot's not possible. There's no way Activision will give it up. Douchebags. I mean, Destiny. I still
think we change it.
What?
Oh, possible just because of what
you're cutting in and out, Lou. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. How about we ask what Telltale games do you want them to make?
I want them to make Superman.
That actually would...
Because you know how people complain Superman is too strong. How do you make that a playable character? You can kill anybody. If you make it an adventure game, they could do that.
I would completely agree with that if I didn't absolutely hate Superman.
Sorry. What about you guys?
Everything I've said about SpongeBob.
Lou?
I like the whole idea of them taking popular TV shows and moving them into video game spaces. So
Breaking Bad.
Even though I think it'd be impossible, yeah, Breaking Bad. Or like Better Call Saul.
You were actually going to say Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know you were going to say that.
Actually, it'd be really interesting to see an Adventure Time Telltale game.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
Because that series has a lot of story that a lot of people don't give it credit for.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Just like Courtney.
South Park? They could do a South Park game.
I think South Park already did that just fine.
No, but they didn't do an adventure game. They did an RPG. I mean, I'm saying they could do their own.
But, then people just be like, well, South Park already did it.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm joking.
Anyways, let's move on. The other question. Miles, you want to read that one?
Jeremy Howard, thank you for the question. So 2014 was a powerful indie year. Is it time we put a heavier spotlight on indies so people embrace them? The spotlight has been on indies all year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, not trying to dismiss what you just asked, but if we put any more spotlight on indies, then they're not going to be indies. They're going to be AAAs.
I think we talked about it last week. Maybe. The indies in general, that's just a fudged up category now, because indies don't mean what they originally meant most of the time. There are still true indies, yes, but just most of the time anymore, Ubisoft making a game does not make it an indie game, like that is not an indie game in any way from the definition of indie game. It's just a smaller game. But I would say that, kind of like you were saying, Miles, not to dismiss what you're saying, but I think the overall majority of gamers have already accepted it, have already accepted that indies are becoming extremely popular and a huge part of the industry. And it is, again, the negative minority, the really loud negative minority who are crying out saying indies aren't big, indies can't be considered. I think it's them that are making it seem like that.
Yep.
But I've fully transitioned to supporting indies 100% and downloading many, many, many indies, which I never thought I would do.
Right. I think that has definitely been shown off during my Christmas season, because even though I got a wealth of games to play, like I finally got Dragon Age, I finally got Far Cry, I finally got Captain Toad, what I've been sinking the majority of my time in, even though it's not indie, it's small downloadable, Child of Light, because it was on sale. It's fantastic. Yeah, like I don't want to play anything else at the moment. I want to beat that game. I want to platinum that game. It's awesome.
Good thing it's not very long, and there's no platinum.
And it's great that it was only $6.25.
Sorry to burst your bubble. Yeah, I think
I don't really care that much.
It's a great game, and you could probably get all the trophies in 20 hours, maybe less. But
yeah, I'm well into 60%.
Yeah, I love indies now, so. But I don't know any other way we could put a heavier spotlight on them. I mean, they have their own Game of the Year category for almost every publication out there. There's Indie Game of the Year. Many times indie games have been winning the overall Game of the Year recently. And so, like, what else could we do? We talk about them every week. We say nice things about them. We all purchase them. We give them their own category. I don't think there's anything else we could do now. Now onto the game releases this week, which is a very, very, very slow week. I'm going to split it up. I'll do everything Sony, Miles do everything Microsoft.
We can just... It would be a lot easier to just read the games that came out than read all of the categories.
So there's nothing out on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, or Vita. Miles, you want to take Microsoft-related stuffs?
Okay. Am I taking that and PC?
Yeah.
That's so much, though.
I know.
So Xbox One, you all got Halo 5 Guardians, the multiplayer beta, and Xbox 360 is getting nothing. So, yeah. Lou?
You could just continue if you wanted to.
Oh, okay. Okay. PC is getting the Battles of King Arthur on Thursday and Fake Colors on Thursday as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo's got nothing.
This is a time where everyone's on vacation. Everyone's with their family. Everybody wants to spend time with their loved ones, and so they're not putting out any games, any major games at least. Nothing worth mentioning. So that wraps up episode 65 of the Middle of Nowhere Gaming Podcast. Thank you once again for joining us. We are only 35 episodes away from 100. Yeah. Our schedule. We record on Tuesdays and release on Tuesday nights normally. As for every other podcast, it's up in the air. But you could look out for our other 2 QuickTime Event podcasts throughout the week. They will be released hopefully tomorrow and Thursday, or tomorrow and Friday. You could contact us through email at contact.mong@gmail.com for all questions you want read on the podcast or suggestions for topics on QTE or anything like that. You can find us on Twitter at mong.com, all spelled out, .com. You can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/mongnetwork. You can find us on Facebook, Tumblr, and Instagram by just searching for Middle of Nowhere Gaming. And then, of course, the website is middleofnowheregaming.com for all of our latest editorials, news, reviews, features, all the good stuff, including Lou and Miles' sexiness. It's just there, everywhere.
Okay.
We gotta end 2014 on a bang, and I literally mean bang. No?
Ew.
Okay. Well, anyways.
You're making it worse.
You can find us all on Twitter. You can find me at Osborne_2009. You can find Lou at
Lou Cantaldi.
And you can find Miles at
Furious Milk.
I like how you guys always have this like awkward moment of, oh shit, he's asking me something before you say your thing.
A little bit of a pause, just people don't get confused.
Mong!
Mong!
Keep it milky, folks.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year's, happy birthday, happy blah.
Woo!